All right, guys, I want to do a experimental strip update here. I think this is about the time frame I did it last year. I could be off a little bit here, but I'm going to try to keep this video within 14 minutes or so or less. But here we are. I've had to deal with 4 weeks of drought, and finally we've got the rain buster that showed up. So I've had over 5 inches of rain in a span of just maybe 8 or 9 days. I got 2.75 inches this morning. So the plot is booming. It is growing extremely, it's growing extremely quick now. I just knew it was waiting on rain. I could see it. It wanted to grow and it couldn't do it just because of the lack of water. Well, now it's exploding. So the experimental strip started off in much better shape than last year. I think if you look at how thick it looks now, the buckwheat has lasted a lot longer than last year. Matter of fact, it's more than 3 times the size of most of it from last year. So I also did a video on production. I have smashed buckwheat seed production records. So that tells me that the ground has gotten stronger. The sunflowers are still exhibiting issues. So I've got some really runny black oils, and then I've got some more sunflowers that are halfway decent looking right there. Overall, I think the average size of them is about the same, but my biggest issue was that 4 weeks I just run out of water, and the sunflowers run out of steam. So I am reduced to smaller sunflowers, but they seem to be a bit more vigorous in the seed production column, right? Boron treatment, things are looking better. Some of these seed heads are better. These are still nasty looking to me, but they are improved. And depending on how you look at plants, my most improved plant other than my buckwheat is once again my iron and clay and mung bean. These guys are absolutely exploding. And if this pace keeps up from what I'm already seeing, because it's jumped about a foot in less than a week, and now that I've got that rain this morning, I can already tell it's gotten even larger. So the next 2 weeks here is going to be extremely rapid growth. I see many vine heads sticking up now. They were not there 3 days ago at all. So these cowpeas are getting ready to crush the competition. The ones that suffered the most was my daikon radish and turnips. They need a lot of water to pump them up, and they didn't get it. So they're very spindly. Production went down in those plants, but most of the others have increased. Like right here's the daikon radish. It just got pest infested, but it didn't grow a giant root bulb. Sorry guys, I've got a really dry throat today for some reason. The other things that happen here is my sun hemp plants look stronger at this point than last year, and this is with 4 weeks of no rain. But the leaves look better, the stems look fatter on them. So I think the sun hemp here will show improvement, but some of these other plants are still kind of waiting on that end. I also have dwarf Milo in here, and the cowpeas are basically growing so fast that it's just covering them up. But look here, a dwarf Milo. Look at how much better that seed head is. It's not all the way out either. That is far better than what I had last year. So improvement to the experimental strip once again. So, and overall, most plants made it. As far as improvements, others either the same or slightly lacking. But overall, the ground's performance has increased. Matter of fact, it's increased quite a bit. So next year, the same blend will be done for year 3, and then hopefully you're going to see another soil increase in here. That's what I want to try to show, is that these multiple species mixes are actually improving my ground faster than my old method out here, when I finally figured out that I need to add other species in here, even though now it looks like it's just practically soybean. But there's all kinds of species that started off in there. You can still see some of the buckwheat here, sun hemp, milo. There's ochre in here, but I tell you what, the soybean is practically covering a lot of that ochre up. And it probably won't do as good this year because the soybean is just absolutely booming right now. But there are many species in here, and I will continue to add additional. So next year you'll probably see more milo all the way down, and then you're going to see more sunflowers mixed in here to add more species. And I'm going to start taxing my soil the more of these species I put in here, and it's going to either help me or it's going to hurt me. In the long run, I guarantee you it's going to help me, but there might be years where something is adequate, and then introducing a new plant, it's not enough. And that just takes time to build this ground up, so you can throw a whole bunch of different species in here and get it going. So there you go, guys. Experimental strip is well underway. Let me walk down here to the end of it. I got both of these pesky groundhogs out of here. I am extremely happy about that. So there won't be any, at least fingers crossed, there won't be any groundhogs messing with me this year. Spraying is next, but obviously things growing like this is just fantastic. Love it. And thanks to my hard work and research, food plotting has become a lot easier to me. You can see what's left of the groundhog mound here. It actually has grass growing out of it, so they're done. But this right here, I would have died seeing plants this big in my food plot when I started. Experimental strip is doing very well, and I expect to see more improvement as the soil and planting cycles continue. So if you like this content, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll bring you more of this as I continue to work on improving my soil. Have a great day.